Imagine a wall that is not made of earth, but of fear. A wall that is not made of stones, but of blood, sweat, and thousands of corpses. And the most surprising thing is that this wall was not made for the purpose for which we have been told so far. Yes, today we will talk about the Great Wall of China, which the world considers a defensive wall. But was it really made to stop the enemies? Or is there a secret behind it that has not been told to us for centuries? Do you know that this wall is so long that if it is rotated around India, then leave alone Pakistan, even the Indian Ocean will be covered? But did China really need such a big wall? Or was it just a show? A propaganda? An illusion of power? By the way, what would have happened if such a wall was built in India? Sonu loves Manu's 200 million slogans on the wall and a cup of tea on every kilometer. But why did China do this? Was it really protected from external invasions? Or something else? The Great Wall of China is not a wall. It is a net of thousands of kilometers of walls, fortifications, and towers, which were built by many kings and emperors 2,300 years ago. The story begins in the 7th century BC, when different states of China were at war with each other. Every king wanted more land, more power, and the highest throne. So they started building walls on their own borders so that the enemy states could not attack easily. But the real turn came during the Qin dynasty, when Emperor Qin Shi Huang ordered the construction of a unified wall. That's where the Great Wall began. Don't think that the walls of that time were made with machines like today. In those days, man was the machine. Thousands of laborers, soldiers, prisoners were sent to the remote mountains to build walls. No proper food, no rest. If someone fell and died, he would be buried there. It is said that there is a corpse under every meter of the wall. Can you imagine what that wall would be like? What do you think? Would a king be so cruel to protect himself? Or did he have another fear in his mind? A fear that was coming not only from the outside, but also from the inside? Historians believe that the Great Wall was a military structure. But now the question is, how was such a long wall protected from so few soldiers? In fact, this wall was built to give an illusion of safety to the people of China. A psychological tactic, so that the people feel that the emperor is very powerful. He will save them. And in fact, this removed the attention of the people from the real issues. Hunger, tax, cruelty. A political PR stunt that was going on 2,000 years ago. That is, today's politicians work with ads. And the emperors of that era used to build walls. Some historians also believe that the Great Wall was just a propaganda architecture. Just like someone makes a photo of a country building a bridge. There was no social media at that time. In the next parts, we will learn how not a single big fight was fought on the Great Wall. How the Mongol invasion made this wall a model of stupidity. And how this wall slowly became the biggest reason for China's embarrassment. Now think about it. There was never a big fight on such a long, high, and sacrificial wall. Yes, you heard it right. The work for which the Great Wall of China was built, that work was never completed. So many sacrifices, so much hard work. And the result? A wall that could not stop the enemies. In the 13th century, the Mongols attacked China. And do you know what they did? They didn't break the wall. They didn't climb it. They bribed them. And the gate was opened. Such a big wall and the greed of a soldier destroyed everything. The wall that was considered invincible was defeated by a gatekeeper. Mongol Emperor Kublai Khan ruled China. And the wall kept standing. History shows that the real power is not in the walls, but in the will of man. And when the will is shaken, even the longest wall in the world fails. The Wall of China was not only to keep distance from the enemies, but also from its own people. The emperor did not want people to contact the outside world. Isolation. That is, be separated. Just trust the king. Do you think that a single wall only gives security? Or can it also limit your freedom of thought? The Great Wall was more of an ecumenical barrier than a border. Its purpose was control. The king tried to stop the ideas and cultures coming from outside. He wanted the people to see only what was shown to them. It sounds so familiar, doesn't it? Even today, somewhere, some walls are standing around us. Can't be seen, but it confines our ability to think. Today, when we look at the Great Wall of China, we only see a tourist destination. People take selfies there, make videos, laugh, scream. But have you ever heard the screams behind the bricks of that wall? This wall is not just made of stones, but it is made of the blood, sweat, and bones of those workers who were buried in it. Without any identity, without any name. According to historians, more than 200,000 people died while building this wall. And the shocking thing is that their bodies were buried under the wall. Because it was stupidity for the government to take the liberty of sending the bodies back. Think about it. The place where you smile and take a picture today, someone's son, someone's mother, someone's husband, has been buried there for centuries. Without a grave, without a name. And today's government calls it a heritage site. But no one tells us that this is actually a silent graveyard, where more human sacrifices than stones are buried. History has called this wall a symbol of strength. But the truth is that it was also the greatest cruelty to humanity. And this is the part that tour guides never tell. So now the question is, why was such a huge wall built? Security. Yes, this was a reason. But not the whole truth. The Great Wall was built to build an empire based on fear. This wall was not just to stop the enemies, but to make the public realize that the king is above all. And you are just the subjects. Have you ever wondered why the biggest buildings in history have the deepest graves of humanity? Look at the pyramids of Egypt, or this Great Wall. Everywhere in the name of power, a long list of sacrifices is found. But no matter how high the walls are, one day the light of truth will pass through them. With time, this Great Wall is now cracking. Some parts are broken. Some nature has swallowed. As history itself says, enough is enough. Now the truth should be revealed. And now I ask you a question. Is there still a wall like this around us? Maybe not visible. But does it stop thinking, freedom, and the courage to ask questions? If yes, then maybe now is the time to break that wall. If you found this video to be informative, emotional, and different, then like it, tell us in the comments which fact surprised you the most, and subscribe to the channel, because we bring such deep and unheard truths. Thank you.